Kamusta there, guys. What is up? Draxix Dude here, and today, well, I think we need to talk about this. And I know they say that a lot when I talk about certain topics. This one we definitely need to talk about, and a big reason why I'm talking about this right now is because it is something that needs to be addressed 100%. It's not even a small talking point at this point. It has to be talked about when it comes to just YouTubers in general. And maybe it's because because I'm jealous, I guess. I mean, if you want to call it that, I'm not jealous of the consumer, definitely not. But what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of YouTubers out there that don't really respond to their audience. And I know this isn't necessarily their fault in some of these cases, but a lot of them refuse to connect with their audience, and it just baffles me because there's people who don't care about that stuff, and it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you don't have a physical connection with that YouTuber, what's the point? Why would you want to see them grow? I mean, unless you really like them, I guess. I mean, I've had that case in a lot of the YouTubers I now watch nowadays. I mean, whether or not I have that physical connection, it just doesn't make sense to me for me to support a YouTuber that isn't there, I guess, all there in the channel. Because, I mean, half of its popularity, maybe. You know what? I'll give them a pass. There's too many. But say guys like T. Martin, why aren't you commenting? Why aren't you responding to comments or anything to that extent? Or guys like Level Cap, why aren't you responding to comments? I'm not saying respond to every single one of them, but there's a point where, if somebody asks a real question and you're like, yeah, I know the answer to it, but I'm too lazy to answer. Or, I get it if their time is short, but it's not hard. 5 minutes before bed, or whenever they sleep, check the comments. Say something. Show your community that you care. And it just doesn't make any sense. And this is not guided towards anybody. This is not guided towards anybody in particular. A lot of the people I've met on YouTube are very, very guided towards their audience. So that's not it. Not all of them. Definitely not all of them. But a good majority of the ones who have more than 20,000 subscribers, they more than normal ignore their audience. And I've seen it at lower audience levels too, where they would just ignore them. But it just doesn't make sense to me, when you're going on YouTube and you're trying to figure out who's a good guy. I mean, the only way you can find out a person is a decent person is if you talk to them. And personally, and I want to keep that a big focus on my channel, a guy who actually responds to every comment or tries to respond to every comment, and I'll keep trying to do that for years to come, because that's the channel I want. That's the channel I want, because it's not fair for those people who come in and watch the videos every week or every day or whatever, and then get completely ignored by the audience or the creator. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't really like to talk in parties, because that's just not my thing. I barely talk to my own friends. So, but if you text me on Discord, feel free, man. Feel free to come by and talk with me. I don't have any issues with you coming by on Discord, messaging me there, and then asking me a couple questions or whatever. I don't really care. That doesn't bother me. Actually, it makes me feel good. It gives me that rush, people actually care, But that's more or less what I'm talking about when it comes to bigger YouTubers and what they don't understand. And a lot of them, maybe it's due to complacency. Maybe they just think they're too good. Some of them, probably not. I don't think so. I really think a lot of the YouTubers are pretty humble, or at least I would like to think so. But I would like to see your input on this here in the comment section down below. I'd like to hear your input there. Of course, if you haven't joined my Discord, feel free. I've got my little mini plug-in there because Discords are awesome for YouTubers to connect with their core audience, especially gamers. So tell me what you guys think here in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later.